Okay, hopefully you have already watched my video on multiplying and dividing integers. If you haven't, make sure you go watch that video first. So in that video, we learned about the strategy called Dorito Man, which only works for multiplication and division. And so we're going to do some practice problems to help us really get good at this strategy. So 8 times negative 12. Remember that this little dot means multiplication. So 8 times negative 12. 8 is positive, so I'm going to get rid of positive, and 12 is negative, so I'm going to get rid of one of the negatives, leaving a negative symbol. Remember that the one that's left, you circle that, and that is the sign of your answer. So we know our answer should be negative, and 8 times 12 is 96, so it's negative 96. Over here we have our normal multiplication symbol, negative 9 times negative 6. So in this one, we've got two negatives. So I cross out the two negatives. That leaves me with a positive. So we know our answer is positive, and 9 times 6 is 54. So our answer is positive 54. Now on this one, there's no symbol. Same on this one. So remember, if a number is right next to the parentheses, or if two sets of parentheses are right next to each other, that means multiplication. So negative 3 times 9. I get rid of one of my negatives. The 9 is positive, so I get rid of that. That leaves us with a negative. So our answer is negative 27. And then last but not least, on the multiplication problems is negative 5 times negative 7. So that's a negative times a negative, which leaves us with positive. So it is positive 35. Okay, so feel free to rewind or pause the video to really take this in before we move on to division. But if you feel comfortable so far, we're going to keep going. So for the division problems, we have two different ways of writing that. So we have our normal division symbol on these two, but remember that the fraction bar also means division. So these are also division problems. We still use Dorito Man because it works for division and multiplication. So 45 divided by negative 3. 45 is positive, the negative 3 is negative, which leaves us with a negative answer, and 3 goes into 45 15 times. If you needed to, you could work that over to the side. 45 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. Subtract, bring down. 3 goes into 15 5 times. Okay, so over here, again, this means negative 63 divided by 9. So we've got a negative divided by a positive, which leaves us with our answer being negative. And 9 goes into 63 7 times, because 9 times 7 is 63. So our answer there is negative 7. The next one says negative 72 divided by 8. So that's a negative and a negative, which leaves us with a positive. 8 goes into 72 9 times. And last but not least, 26 divided by negative 2. So that's a positive divided by a negative, which means our answer is going to be negative, and 2 goes into 26 13 times. So our answer for that one is negative 13. So again, as long as you use Dorito Man, you'll do fine on these. Make sure you watch the video again if you still need help.